Congratulations, Cheryl and Derek. You guys are having a baby boy. I bet you two can't wait to start being parents. As you can see, Cheryl is a little nervous to start parenting, so she has turned to Google to help answer all of her parenting style questions. First, she types, "What are parenting styles?" and "How will they affect my child in school?" Great questions, Cheryl. We would be happy to answer those for you. The first type of parenting style that Cheryl and Derek can try out is the authoritarian style. With this style, parents expect obedience, rules are set, and the punishments are enforced without any discussion, and ultimately, the parent's power assertion is key to implementing an authoritarian style. As you can see here, Ben will not go to bed. Instead, he is staying up and playing. Cheryl and Derek's set rules are for Ben to go to bed at 7:30, and it is now 8. An authoritarian parent would then punish Ben for breaking the rules, displaying low warmth and high control so Ben knows who's in charge. If Cheryl and Derek choose to stick with an authoritarian parenting style, Ben's academic performance may suffer. Ben could develop poor study skills, however, his GPA could be higher. The downside is, if Ben were to be a Bethany, her GPA could suffer under this parenting style.
Don't worry, Cheryl and Derek. If authoritarian isn't for you, you can take a permissive parenting style approach. With a permissive style, parents display high warmth and low control, they are not demanding of their child's expectations, and they generally allow their child to monitor their own activities. Here we can see that instead of getting mad at Ben for painting all over the walls, Cheryl and Derek see Ben's paintings as art and allow Ben to monitor his own activities. If Cheryl and Derek keep a permissive parenting style, Ben will likely have an average performance in school. Ben will also be more likely to become more self-efficient when he gets older. He will also develop more realistic goals for himself throughout his life. Authoritative parenting style is the next style that Cheryl and Derek may be able to use. This is said to be the best parenting style recommended by most psychologists. Authoritative style includes both high warmth and high control. These parents are supportive and involved in their child's life. Here we can see that Cheryl and Derek are being authoritative parents by showing high warmth and high control. They're not only being supportive in nature, but they're also encouraging Ben to be outside and play with his friends. Because Cheryl and Derek are authoritative parents, Ben will most likely become more adjusted as he ages, have a higher GPA than most girls in his class, and will continue to gain academic achievement over time. Don't worry, Cheryl and Derek. If the authoritative parenting style sounds like too much work to you, you can definitely try out the last style, neglectful parenting, although it's not recommended. This style describes parents to have low warmth and low control. They're usually not involved, and parents have no influence over their kids. As you can see here, Ben is crying out for attention. However, a neglectful parent is uninvolved with Ben and more involved with other things. If Cheryl and Derek decide to use neglectful parenting toward Ben, his academics would suffer, he would become passive, and most likely become very distant. Hooray! Cheryl and Derek decided to be authoritative parents because their overall goal is to have high warmth, high control, and be very involved in Ben's life in order for him to be raised a polite young man. Now that you've learned about the 4 different parenting styles, which one will you choose?
Created using Powtoon.